All right, mate. Welcome to the group. Let's have a look here at DGB. Now, I actually kind of like this setup. Um, there's a few reasons. We do have this trend line here, and I think we're kind of gearing up to break that. Now, do we have another consolidation day before breaking up? I think it's better that we attempt to push up tomorrow. But I think it's better that we do this tomorrow. Let me zoom in so we can see it a bit better. Because if we have another small candle here tomorrow, it may actually be a sign of weakness, and that price might want to roll back over. Okay, so you do want to see that. You want to see the bulls stepping up, and you want to see the basically tomorrow opening staying pretty strong, not having much downside, having a green candle and pushing up back up to the upside to at least test this trend line here. And depending on how accurate you really want to draw that or where you want to draw that, you probably could draw it there. You get touch here, touch here, touch here, and obviously up here. So, that's my thoughts on it. I would be looking for a green candle tomorrow, and that green candle up into the trend line would potentially close this pretty strong to the upside. It's down 82% from the highs. Not as big as some coins, and I don't think this is bottomed, but we're just looking for that bounce back up. Again, if you look at the weekly chart here, you can see that there's two very nice candles here. I didn't draw that very well, but you can kind of see these two pivots here, and ideally this would hold well, and then, well, possibly flip green this week. That would be ideal. If not, you would like to see a green week up next week. You can see here we had something similar. There was these two pivots. There was actually a third pivot, and then it flipped green and bounced. At this point, it's hard to tell if this is going to flip green or not. Um, it may or may not. That's tough to say. But I kind of like it better for a new week. Buying it tomorrow, it may have some upside, but it's really on a new week that you would really try and get the gains. If this is going to have a green week up, we could actually bounce back up to resistance and support here, or previous resistance. So, essentially coming into this sort of level. And if that can play out, it's a big move. It's decent. It's 40% bounce. But again, I think that'll come down to trading a new weekly candle on Monday. Now this, I don't know if you know a busted double bottom pattern, but a busted double bottom pattern is a double bottom pattern that likes to bounce and fail and roll to new lows. If you look here, busted double bottom pattern, Paul Wolski, you can search him. He's very good. But you can see a double bottom here, and price likes to bounce, fake out above the highs, kind of trap these buyers and people buying on the highs, and then they dump the price right down and go to new lows. So it's just something to be aware of. I'm not saying it's definitely happening yet, but it's important to understand that it's possible. So that would kind of imply that we may even bounce up, past resistance, and potentially, if all goes well, we could even bounce up to here, and then, get faked out and roll over again. That would be a proper busted double bottom pattern. But at this point, with the pattern so far and with bouncing right down, you can see where we're at here. You have to think that there's some sort of support down in this area going to give some sort of bounce and reaction. So I like it tomorrow, but I like it on a new week even more.